Jai Swaminarayan children. Okay, so today we are gonna learn a new chapter. You gonna be rich. How are all we? How are all we going to be rich? Let us see. Our topic is international trade. So this quote was made by a leading journalist, Mr. Robin Leach, and he said that it is usually people in the money business, finance, and international trade that are really rich. So how they become so rich? We'll find out once we learn this chapter. So let's see the definition of the international trade. So international trade is a trade which is conducted between two or more countries. We in previous chapter it was internal trade. So internal trade was within the boundaries, geographical boundary of a country, whereas international trade is trading between one or more countries, two or more countries, right? So importance, let us see importance of international trade. So first is benefit of division of labor and specialization. Now what happens is, the resources, natural resources of each company is not distributed equally, right? Some countries having is rich in some resource or the other. So what they do, they whatever they are rich in, they develop it, they produce it in large quantity, and they sell it to a country where that thing is not available. So in this way they benefit, the benefit of division of labor and specialization is achieved. Next is development of underdeveloped countries. The underdeveloped countries, they will be trying to buy the technology, latest technologies from the developed countries, and in this way they'll they will themselves develop. So it is helpful for the underdeveloped countries also. Then maximum utilization of resources. Like I said, I'll give you an example for this. Now Britain and France, these two countries are lying very close by, but one country is very having two types of atmosphere. First is France is a bit warmer, whereas UK is, by UK I'm meaning Scotland. It is more damp and cold there, right? So there is a product wine. So wine, French wine, we say, right? That means wine is famous of which region? France. Why? Because the geographical location of France is such that it is conducive for the production of wine. That's why they have marveled in the production of wine, and it is distributed all over the world as French wine, the famous wine, right? So even this so this Scotland can of course produce wines, but for that they, if for them to do it, if they decide to be self-reliant, and for them to do it, what will be needed? They will need that kind of atmosphere, right? That kind of uh, atmosphere or environment for the making of wine. So to develop it artificially, they are going to require more capital. So the wine so produced would be obviously more expensive than the French wine. So will they be able to survive the competition? No. So here it is, I wanted to explain this point, like maximum utilization of the resources. Whatever resources or topography or minerals are in one country, they try to utilize it to the maximum, and they try to distribute it to in such a way that where there is absence of that resource, they will try to market themselves or sell their products there and thereby make income, right? And even they can purchase things which their country is lacking from other countries where it is find abundance, like in the case of crude oil. This UAE, so this Arabian country, Emirates, they are rich in what oil, but what is not available there, water is not available, and other things are not available. You the you know in that country petrol is cheaper than water. So what are they doing? They are exporting the oil to all over the world, where there is a necessity of these petrol and oil, right? So that is the maximum utilization of resources. Next is development of auxiliary services. Now, because of the international trade, the auxiliary means supplementary, or which is helping in supporting the uh, international trade. Such services are developed due to international trade. Examples are insurance, banking, warehousing. All these services get developed due to international trade. Then maintains price stability. Now, suppose if a country is having excess production or excess supply of some product, so there what will happen, the price of that thing will fall. So if they export it to the country where it is needed, so there it helps to maintain the price stability. And in the same way, if there is high price of any product, means it is not available in a local market, they can import the product from other country and then consume it in their country, so that maintains the price stability. That is one point. Then improve standard of living. Now, due to competition in international trade, each company is trying to improve its quality and reduce the prices, right? So that in turn, or ultimately improves the standard of living of the people, right? Then exchange of culture, fashion, and knowledge. Now, as the countries, different countries exchange or enter into international trade, they get to know more about the culture, fashion, and knowledge of other country, right? So in this way, there is in long run there will be exchange of culture, fashion, and knowledge. We can see this as proof from history. In history, we can see that trade was first done between two different countries, and later on they rulers captured it, and then there was an exchange of culture, right? So what was the basic thing? It was first the trade. It all started with trade. So there's always an exchange of culture, fashion, and knowledge because of international trade. Then helpful in calamities. Now, if due to some natural calamity, your crop fails, because India is an agricultural country, and there can be times when there are flood or things like that, drought. So at that time, what will happen? Our production of agricultural products will not go properly, so there will be shortage. So at that time, India can anytime import the crop, and there will be, and it will be helpful to avoid such what we say, the harmful effect of such calamities, because we will be able to still have that product due to the international trade. Then world as a market. Now, due to the development of international trade, the world has become market. Not, it is not limited to a particular country, local religion, or a local region, or state level, or country level, but or national level, but it has become whole world is a market now for the companies due to the international trade. So here it is importance of international trade. Now in the next video, I'll be talking about the other further topic, that is incentives for export trade. Okay.